staff spill as Haz&Meg drowning in debt at Netflix cut off $100 million payment, excluding from the Montecito house. The hot gossip as of late that has been going around nowadays is that Meghan and Harry are not doing so well with money. My source alleges that they don't pay their staff as they are drowning in debt. As the information comes from a source close to Oprah Winfrey, one of the couple's most famous neighbors in Montecito. And to recall, the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex had announced that in January they are ditching the royal life. As aside from avoiding the never-ending media scrutiny, Meghan and Harry decided to quit being senior royals to become financially independent. While the Sussex couple is currently making many adjustments after their bold move, recent reports suggest that Meghan and Prince Harry are already facing major financial troubles. Sources had told the Women's Day Australia that Harry and Meghan are hemorrhaging money at an alarming rate since they were cut off from Britain's public purse and are already $13 million in debt and climbing fast. As along with the undisclosed rent on their mansion, they are dealing with mounting private security costs, travel bills, and a down payment on a Montecito mansion, which could cost the $20 million, all while they are forced to pay back the $5 million to royals. Meghan's bank account from her acting days wasn't strong, and she hasn't exactly an A-lister, and the allowance Harry gets from his dad's wealth and his mum's trust isn't going to sustain for very long, an insider had claimed. As despite facing financial difficulties, the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex are still willing to spend a lot of money to buy a position to appear on the cover of a magazine. If you guys don't actively follow up with Meghan and Harry like a certain portion of my readers don't, then you don't know the drama that erupted after Meghan and Harry had graced the cover of the Time magazine's 100 most influential people list. And now what I wanted to talk about is the rumors that they had dropped $1.5 million to get the slot. Anyone that has followed up with Meghan and Harry since their departure from the royal family knows that these two aren't influential in the slightest, so they need to buy the influence. So if Meghan and Harry or their associates approach the Time with a proposition of dropping $1.5 million on securing a spot, Time magazine will be like, well, who's gonna deny $1.5 million? And if they can't just drop that money on a slot, then surely they may be influential in their own way. Markle and Prince Harry is that they seem to have 90 different job titles, and yet no one knows exactly what they do besides show up in a heavy coat in 80-degree New York weather and take photos at events that you don't associate with them when they were still royals. Therefore, after Megxit, of course, it is difficult for them to build their own brand, and what they can cling to using Netflix and Harry's memoir to make money, despite it smearing the royal family. However, finally Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's $200 million deal with Netflix was an error in judgment, which could be their undoing. As the royal commentator Angela Levin had said that she believes Harry has changed significantly since stepping down as a senior royal and had made a terrible error signing with Netflix. She had told the GMB host, I think Harry made a terrible error. I think the way that he has left the royal family and the way he did it, and he has changed, he's almost unrecognizable from Prince Harry I spent a lot of time with. Recently, there are rumors that the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex already had separation agreements, and that's because they are in a conflict with each other over their Netflix docuseries. They are now also splitting their brands, as Meghan's podcast was originally Harry and Meghan's podcast, and all of a sudden, we have this trailer, Meghan's Archetypes, and then it's just Meghan. As they separate their brands, and Meghan's podcast is going to be only her. But that Prince Harry has an upcoming documentary, Invictus, but it has also featured his wife, Markle.